Have you ever heard the word war and wondered what it is our soldiers use to fight with? I'm a tank commander on an M1A2 SEP V2 Abrams tank. My job allows me to use the most sophisticated and lethal weapon systems that the Army has. There are many different things to know about a tank, and the three that we're going to cover today are the survivability, the maneuverability, and the firepower capabilities. The survivability, better known as the defenses of a tank. When you think about that, you think about the armor. The armor is known as chopping. It's made by taking steel, Kevlar, plastic composites, and ceramics and layering them. In 1987, all Abrams tanks went through an armor upgrade package. They started incorporating depleted uranium into the armor. They used all the same components as the Chatham armor, and they added the depleted uranium into it. The reason for this is 2 times denser than lead. It adds a significant amount of weight to the tank, but it also adds a significant amount of protection to the tank itself and the crew. Now we're going to get into the maneuverability of a tank. The tank is powered by a 1500 horsepower Honeywell AGT gas turbine engine. It runs on JP8 or jet fuel, same thing as an F-16 fighter jet. It's combined with a 6-speed hydroelectric automatic transmission, has 4 forward gears, 2 reverse gears. This combination allows the tank to reach speeds in excess of 40 miles an hour, depending on the terrain. The tank is very quiet. That's one of the advantages that it has, and that's why it's so maneuverable. It uses You can use the terrain to your advantage when maneuvering a tank. It has a very low profile. It's only 8 feet tall. Other things that you can look at for maneuverability and concealment of the tank is the paint scheme. When the tanks first came out, they were all solid green in color. Then they got into the Cold War era, fighting in a lot of woodland environment. They started using the traditional 3-color black, brown, and green camouflage. Now that we're in a more desert environment, we're using the solid tan paint scheme on a tank. Now we're going to get into the firepower capabilities. There are 4 crew members on a tank: the driver, the loader, the gunner, and the tank commander. The driver's main mission in life is to drive the tank. He is responsible for maneuvering the tank and finding the safest spot to position the tank in order for the rest of the crew to fight. The other 3 members of the tank, their their job is to incorporate the weapon systems and the firepower on the tank. The main gun on the tank is the M256 smoothbore cannon. In a perfect environment, I've seen this tank hit targets in excess of 3,000 meters. In order to do this, you got to factor in air temperature, barometric pressure, crosswind, range, elevation. The list goes on and on. The other weapon systems on a tank, there's 2 M240 7.62 millimeter machine guns and a 50 caliber and an M250 caliber machine gun. The 240s are used for troops and light skinned vehicles. The 50 caliber machine gun is used for light armor, helicopters. You can use it for troops and for light skinned vehicles if needed. I really hope that I've given you a small glimpse of some of the capabilities of a tank, and I hope the next time you hear the word war or you see a picture of a tank, you remember this speech and you remember some of the different capabilities of a tank. Thank you very much.
That would have been absolutely